Today, you are going to be creating a tinfoil action self-portrait sculpture. So what is a sculpture? Well, it's not flat. It is a 3D object, which means it's got length, width, and height. You can walk around it and touch it. Here are a couple of really famous sculptures of people. These are by ALBERTO Giacometti, who is a Swiss artist. All of his people were tall and thin and made of metal. He made them after World War II, and they look a little bit eerie. Then, a very different feeling, we've got NIKI de Tinfoil, who made these beautiful, big, generous, celebrating women sculptures. More recently, sculptors include PAOLO, GRASSINO, and someone I think you guys will enjoy, JENKINS, who makes sculptures out of packing tape. Now notice, none of the sculptures I've showed you have faces, but they all are so full of emotion just because of the pose. JENKINS often dresses up his sculptures and puts them in the street to try to kind of freak people out and make them look twice at the world that they live in. How would you feel if you saw this on your way to school? In just a moment, you're going to take the piece of tinfoil in front of you and you're going to cut on these 3 lines. Then you're going to roll down the top pieces. These are going to be the arms. You're going to kind of squeeze the bottom pieces, those are the legs, and the rest will be the head. So now you're going to have this lumpy starfish thing, and your job is to just squeeze it and compress it until it starts to look like a person. Now it's going to be kind of a mess. You're going to have a pinhead and it's going to be falling apart. So you take long, thin pieces and wrap them around kind of crisscross through the armpits and the shoulders. The more you can cross around, the better. You can make legs and arms thicker. You can make the head thicker. And see, I'm using big pieces. Little pieces will just fall right off. Now mine is still really falling apart. So wrap some pieces around the belly like a belt. Once your sculpture is strong, you can bend the feet and the hands and try to think about what kind of pose you're going to make. Your self-portrait figure could be doing something that you like to do or something that you did this summer. Totally up to you. And you can kind of dress it up to match. You can use masking tape if you want, either to make it strong or just for decoration. You can rip pieces of colored duct tape. I wrapped some around a pencil for you to use. I'm giving my person wristbands for some reason. You can kind of make hair, figure out how to stick it to itself. These are not going to look realistic. It's more about the shape of the body and the moves it's making and kind of the feeling that you are sharing with people. I'm giving mine a little scrunchie here. Oh yeah, my hair looks great. You can also wrap pipe cleaners around the body to make clothes. You can draw on it with Sharpie. You can use string. And when you are done, you are going to raise your hand. I'll help you hot glue it to a little card, which is kind of like a trading card where you can write about your pose.